Okay. 470. I really think this was just a chapter for those that didn't get it the first time. And it basically reiterated everything that we thought. When by we, I mean Naruhina fans. And this was... I really hope that this got it through you guys. You know, that she was lying. You know what I mean? If this doesn't get through to NaruSaku fans, if this was a lie, this whole charade was to get him to stop chasing Sasuke, as she reiterated so many times then there's no hope. Like, there's just no way. Like, Naruhina will have to happen, or NaruSaku will just clearly... No, I'm pretty sure you guys will never, ever stop back in NaruSaku, regardless of how hopeless it may seem. Like, me, if Naruhina hits the tank somewhere, I will say, probably not happening. You know what I mean? I will. You know, I have logic, I have sense enough to go, you know what, it's probably not happening. Around the whole NaruSaku period, I was like, it's looking really bad. Probably not going to happen. But you guys, regardless if she's lying or not, you're like, still, she's telling the truth, da-da-da-da-da, because you're like, this is a very valid confession. Confuses me, but whatever. Hopefully this chapter woke some of you up. You know, some of the major things that I saw in there were just the collapsing of her composure. The whole mental stability right from the get-go on. And you know, you could argue that she was angry in the beginning that he didn't buy it, but that comes out in negative connotation, that she didn't believe him for good reason. However, I would argue differently. I would say that she's angry just because, well, not right too, she didn't believe him. And there are some people that get angry if you don't believe them when they're lying. That's like, wow, you know, like that must have been a kick in the head to her, you know, just like, you know, wait a minute, so you don't love me? You know, that would have been confusing. As far as she knew, he's loved her this whole time, so, you know. Her words, you know, all I want is for you to come back to the village with me. That's all. Again, I guess that could be arguable, but, you know, it's really unfair at this point, since everything that NaruSaku fans is taken romantically, and everything that Naruhina fans is taken as a brother-sister relationship. I try to see it as a happy medium. See, I mean, I try to make that border known, you know what I mean? Like, you guys, it's romantic. It's not platonic. And this side is like, it's brother-sister. I try to see it in the middle, but at this point, you know, I guess this could be argued either way. Because I'm a Naruhina fan, I'm going to say that, you know, she's just trying to get it through on him, you know, I just want you back, you know, just get over here with me. Why don't we just be chill? As a byproduct, it'd probably go canon, but with this, it's not really going down like she planned, you know? She's constantly reiterating, you know, I just want you out of danger, you know what I mean? Stop going through why would I, you know, give up this promise, da-da-da-da-da, you know? I mean, and just her words, you know what I mean? Like in that one, and I don't have the page even on here, I don't got the page at the top of my head, but he tells her, you know, that he thinks he would know her a bit more than that, and she said, like, you don't know nothing, or you don't know anything, or something like that, and it was just like, nice. That's how you approach somebody after you tell them tell them you love them. You know, oh, it's page 3. There we go. On page 5, just, you know, Hiba. Just, I think it kind of went. I don't know what he was angry at, because he seemed to keep pretty cool in this chapter, as opposed to last chapter when he was looking all jacked up. Speaking of transitions, I'll explain that in a second, but like, he tells her, you know, should we tell him the truth? To which she, you know, replies, stomp on his foot. Now, some could say that he was just wondering if they should tell him the truth about Sasuke, like what they're gonna do. But would that be at all necessary, since Naruto looks all determined already? So it's like, and he already knows more about Sasuke, so why would they waste time with that? You know what I mean? The only thing he doesn't know about is Sakura, and why she's acting all jacked up right now. So, there's that. Oh yeah, transition from chapter to chapter. Did you see that? I don't know if you noticed, 469, she's all, oh, I love you, you know, da-da-da-da, smiles, and then goes to just freaking fiery. You know what I mean? Haven't seen that in a long time, but she's mad now. She's really jacked up now. You know, And then, you know, her last words, probably the only arguable part of this whole chapter that could go in your side. Her last words, where she says, "I'm sorry," with a pained face. Not crying, which is good, got enough of that, but just a pained face. This could mean either that, you know, she's apologizing. Most of these, I think, is apology to herself, as far as like either she's gonna go get Sasuke herself, and so she's like, you know, sorry, I'm gonna have to do this on my own, without him. I'm sorry for. Maybe she's saying sorry that she had to put him through that, you know, that little charade. Maybe, you know, try to leave your crap open. Maybe she's like, you know, okay, she's apologizing, you know, like I said, to herself almost, like, but to him, you know, oh, you know, I'm sorry I had to put that whole show on to try to trick you, you know, or maybe something else something to that effect. But regardless, I really hope this opened some of your guys' eyes to that this was just a plan. I mean, if some of you still think that was a genuine confession, then there's nothing kishi, or I could say, that would make you believe otherwise, unless a stake was literally driven into it, which I think was done with this chapter. I thought it was done with 469. Apparently it wasn't good enough, and now for sure it's done with 470. You know, so I mean, I really don't know now. Like so that was just my point of view on it. That's all I could give you. So now I want to hear what you guys have to say. Comment, rate, subscribe, whatever. Be sure to give me your thoughts, and I guess we'll do what we've all been doing since chapter 3. We wait. Later.